Hello to episode 11 of the I'm Peaking podcast. It is December 27th at the time of this recording, but it will be January 15th on the day of this release. We have a very special guest with us today, YouTuber, and what else would you describe yourself as?
Down bad daddy.
Down
bad daddy.
Podcaster. Daddy. No. Actually, edit that word out in the cut.
We have Jimmy Zhang.
Wait, so then
here.
we call you daddy?
Huh? No.
Okay.
Don't call me that. Oh.
We have Jimmy Zhang here in the studio today. Jimmy, welcome to the podcast.
Oh, thank you guys
for being here.
Thank you
for being here.
Thank you guys for having me.
Who else do we have here?
You didn't even introduce yourself.
We have Devin in the building.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, we have Devin.
Devin, thank you.
Mickie.
I'm Nand.
I am Brin.
All right. Well, guys.
And we're peaking.
And we're
And
peaking.
we're-
Welcome to I'm Peaking podcast.
In life. Okay, well, let's get started. I know we already have some questions for Mr. Zhang here. I have a very pressing question immediately, though.
Pressing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's aggressive.
Pressing question.
It's actually just how you got into content, honestly.
Let's see. This got to date back to like 2016.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah.
For a hot minute.
Oh, I feel you.
Simple pickups.
Yeah, no. I was a little bit after those days, right?
Wait, Simple Pickle?
Simple pickups. That's when I started.
No, like
watching.
I used to binge your videos a lot.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
On Facebook?
No, not
Oh.
Facebook. When you like moved to YouTube and started doing like picking up girls
Yeah.
and like
Oh, you were
and
watching
the
those?
interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, how
They were
do
watching
I
you
get
for
paid?
it.
Yeah,
I
dude.
still remember the one about like I think it was like borrow someone's pencil and now they feel like they owe you, so like you become friends in class or whatever. Something about staring at somebody's lips. There was like a bunch of
I
ones.
don't think I did that one.
Yeah, no, you did. I remember this one.
Wrong,
Just
Jimmy.
making ones up.
Yeah.
Didn't you used to shoot with Essa?
SFO. Yeah, I
Brin.
did. And
Remember
yeah,
Essa?
yeah.
Yeah.
right, because he was heavy into EDM and
Yeah.
raves.
Mhm.
So I think, we went to a couple of those back in the day, and then we just shot a bunch of like short videos for him. I think he was like a big viner at the time. So.
Yeah. Why did you even want to get into content in the first place?
In college I was I wasn't going anywhere with my major.
What was your major?
Communications.
Okay, don't sugarcoat me. I was a communication major. But I moved to journalism, so I would double major.
That would be even that'd be even worse actually.
Why?
I think journalism is like is a more regretful major.
Just
I'm
shitting
in
on her
PR.
major, like-
I'm in PR.
You're in PR, but see that's better
Yeah.
than like public relations is probably better than like communications.
Yeah.
Communications like low key. Like what are you
What
doing?
the fuck are you doing? That's
What
why
are
I
you
changed.
Yeah.
You know, you're learning about but like we
Communications.
How to be a better communicator.
No, honestly,
Yeah.
communications
Yeah.
is only good for like two things, like political things, so you can be a speaker. That's pretty much it.
public speaking.
Public
yeah.
speaking.
But you just gotta like public. You just gotta
You can just
speak
get
in
out
front of
there
people.
and like talk to people, meet
Yeah.
people.
See, that's the thing. Actually, I took communications classes when I was in college because I was a psych. I doubled in psych and communications, but I didn't get the degree in communications because I knew it wasn't necessary. I
Yeah.
think it's good to learn the things, but not major in it.
Right, and if you're paying like $50,000 tuition, you're throwing your money out the window.
No, straight
So,
up.
yeah.
Why do I still have social anxiety?
Huh?
So why
See,
do I
see,
still have
see,
social
see,
anxiety?
I have an answer to that.
Why?
Pandemic.
Oh, that's
No,
true.
yeah.
No, that's facts. Facts.
They should just rename the communications major to living in LA, honestly.
Honest.
Yeah, and honestly, living in LA will probably get you like farther in life than any communication.
That's what I'm
degree.
saying.
All you have to
yeah.
do is go out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Make
Because LA,
friends.
there's so many events, so many parties. And
Exactly.
I
That's
will-
how you make it out here.
I
Yeah.
will say this though. I always recommend one particular communications class being interpersonal communications.
I think it's a
That
requirement.
That
though.
one is one of my favorite classes that I've ever taken, and because the stuff you learn about why people might interact with each other,
Right.
like
Yeah.
the different love styles.
Yeah.
It's just an understanding of like, oh, this is the ways people interact with each other are very interesting, and
Yeah.
like behavior is very based off of like
Yeah.
their growth.
Yeah, but I don't need to pay $50,000 a
No,
year
you
for
don't.
that.
Facts,
No,
facts,
yeah.
facts.
Yeah. I mean, I've talked to Devin about this. Like, I don't think people should go to college. Go to trade school, maybe.
Unless you want to be in medicine.
Definitely not
maybe.
like communications major.
Now I have one more semester left.
Yeah, well, you should have met me when you went to college then.
Nah, if you're trying to get in medicine though, like that's a different story.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
I don't think you should go to if you're in STEM. Yeah, absolutely, go for it. But if you're in the creative arts, even certain even in like engineering stuff, go to trade school. Go straight into trade school because the first 2 to 3 years of university is
bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah, I would say
it's fluffer.
Well, yeah, you're getting your GE, so
Yeah.
Even,
it's just all fluff.
Even for like film school, like a primary reason you go to film school is so that you can meet other filmmakers. So it's like, you know, it's like you can learn half that shit by yourself.
YouTube. Watch YouTube videos.
I learned. Yeah,
it's free.
So
you just gotta watch some ads sometimes.
or you get YouTube Premium.
You get YouTube Premium. $7.99.
You have the
Yes.
attention span to fucking do this shit because that's a lot of work.
Watch a TikTok for a minute
There
and
you
learn.
go.
Boom.
Yeah, no, literally
That's
TikTok.
true. Yeah.
TikTok, they pack everything into 1 minute.
I mean,
Exactly.
That's why we can say these things now because those things exist. Like
Yeah.
you asked 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we didn't have these options.
Valid.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going into film too, like just go onto an actual set, like like go and
Be a
actually
PA.
put yourself, be a PA,
Yes.
and put yourself out there so you actually know what is
Honestly,
on like the set.
That's how I got into the film industry. I didn't go to film school. I PA'd for like 2 years, and then I started ADing after that.
I did too.
I just stayed on set and learned from watching everybody else.
Yeah.
And I think I've gotten farther doing that than people who have actual film degrees.
Yeah, well, if you're trying to direct though, a lot of directors will tell you if you are PAing to just keep working on your own stuff, and then as you go into more sets, you just make friends with the people, like the crew and everything, and then you show them your work, and then eventually you'll meet someone who's like, oh, like, do you want to try like being this position for a shoot or something, or do you want to try directing this thing?
I think the whole mentorship idea or the concept of finding a mentor is the best thing you can do in the film industry. Like find someone who's willing to mentor you, and that's you'll get so much farther.
Yeah, but overall, college for any creative arts, like any communication stuff, you really don't need it.
Yeah, if you're in sophomore, right? Like if you're in your sophomore year, rethink your future, like your upcoming decisions. You have time to get out.
Yeah.
Right. If you're like a senior, like you gotta wait semester.
Just stick through
There are
it.
ways to be
Yeah.
more productive with your
Yeah.
He's saying if you're like a sophomore, just drop out right now. Just do it. Just drop out.
or like if there's
You
something
didn't
else,
hear from us though.
if there's something
You
else,
heard it from me.
I mean, well, unless like you're collecting tuition, because I was in school because they're paying me to go to school. So like, unless
That's
you're collecting
different.
that money, then collect the money. You know,
yeah,
like,
That's
or like,
different.
or go get like a business degree or something too. Like have a backup. Like I feel like that's always good to have. I mean, might as well if you're there.
Yeah.
You still get the college experience too. Like that's another big reason I feel like people should go to college. It's because the
Oh,
college
yeah,
experience is
For sure.
is worth it.
Did
to
you
me.
have a college experience?
Bro, I was driving my car the other day, and I was just thinking to myself, like, how did I go through all of college not getting any ass?
no parties.
No. Like I was a virgin, like
What?
throughout. Yeah. So I didn't get any play in college,
No.
and I'm just like, but I'm thinking because I'm like, like now I'm
Yeah.
the Rizz, it's the Rizz.
Don't see that.
Yeah. But back in college, I'm like, yo, it's like just sex is so accessible. Right, and you just go to a party and you could just fuck. And I'm like thinking back on it now, like, and you have nothing else to do in college but just go to class and just try to fuck somebody.
Yeah.
Right?
It pains
Try to
me.
fuck somebody in class.
Take a class on how to fuck somebody.
It pains me because same. Like I don't know how I went through all of college and was a virgin up until my senior year.
You didn't get ass either.
Not until senior
man.
year, and it was literally.
This is some
hopefully,
vulnerable stuff, folks.
hopefully it's okay if I tell people this, but it was my roommate at the time. That's the only reason I lost my virginity in college.
Word.
Yeah,
To your roommate.
yeah.
You had girl roommates.
I had girl roommates.
Man, you had a leg up over me. I had all dudes. What am I supposed to do? Fuck 'em?
Take one for the team.
Were you in a
Close with your boys, bro. How close are you?
Were you in a frat or anything?
No. I
Okay.
tried rushing for a frat one year, but then I was just like, I don't know. I think some of the frat bro. I was looking around. I was like, I don't think.
No, you're good.
You're fine. You're fine.
I'm just like, wait, if that's your best like guy, then I don't think I want to be here.
What frat were you rushing?
I want to throw them under the bus.
Oh yeah. But
okay,
like, was
okay.
it? I mean, what?
Was it a Greek frat or like an Asian frat?
Yeah.
Like,
Social frat.
it was an Asian frat.
Ah!
That's.
But I went to the interest meeting and I'm like,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Was it a co-ed Asian frat?
huh?
Was it a
I'm not gonna throw any specifics.
Jimmy,
yeah.
I can see you being a Sigma Chi for sure.
I was gonna say if it was a
For
co-ed,
sure.
then it has to be the
Yeah, but I'm not
community
bending on my
service
knees
one?
and like getting eggshells thrown in my face, bro. Like I'm not doing.
I didn't have to do any of
That's
that.
fair.
You don't have to.
No, I mean I got hazed, but I didn't have to do
Dude,
any
Asian
of that.
frats are on another level.
I was
Yeah.
I was in a frat too.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Do you have to do any like weird shit during hazing?
No, I mean I'm not gonna go into like a ton of detail on what we did, but a lot of our stuff was mental. It was really mental, and I mean there were some times where like we got like put on the spot in front of the entire chapter, and we're like blindfolded and shit, and like stuff like that, but nothing that was like super physically taxing. Or anything.
Okay.
And no sexual stuff either.
Nothing
A lot of
degrading.
misleads though. They would mislead the fuck out of us, or like they would just like hella like tell us that something was happening, and then that wouldn't happen, but we were all like scared shitless.
Did you guys get any like positive like hazing?
Oh
like,
yeah.
Go pick up this girl. Or go like you know maybe jump out of a plane.
We had we
had
had
serenades. We had to go like serenade girls.
I will tell you, we had
so
a system where we had to get we had to get enough signatures throughout the entire pledge quarter.
Yeah.
Where we had to like go and meet the actives, and then we had to take them on like a lunch date. And then you would like get to know them, right? And then at the end of it, you would get their signature. But for a lot of the actives, they would like have you do a task to get their signature. And some of the tasks would be really fucking stupid. Like one of our guys had is to get his signature, he would have pledges come to the library, like, and in the middle of the library, he'd have them sizzle on the ground like bacon.
Now, Greek life is so weird. I've never understood Greek life. The way that you pay so much fucking money to get forced to do these things.
I don't know.
And have
I don't think it's a
friends.
lot of money.
It's
For
like
the Greek,
$1,000.
it's
It is,
a
but
lot of money.
But I will say though, it's like it's a rite of passage kind of thing. And when you're an active, like you only have to go through 1 quarter of doing it. That's the thing. And then after, or I guess 1 semester if you're going to a semester school, but you only have to go through one quarter semester of it, and then you're done.
But then don't you have to be involved in Greek life and actually work towards the Greek life and not get paid for all the work that you're doing?
you
It's
can.
a lot of hours, right?
Yeah, but you're getting back like what you put in. That's the thing.
But I promise you, they'll probably put you onto some girls.
Yeah.
And honestly,
oh no, it did.
Yeah.
I mean,
and like if you are Rizzless, I'm pretty sure they could like help guide you, be the guiding like
To
figures
become
to
I would not have. I feel like, and back then I had like 0 game too. So like I would not, and I still like
your brothers put you on, right?
yeah.
Oh.
So yeah,
Then I
it
feel
does
like
help.
I feel like it may be different for the females then. Like thinking about like a sorority life.
Oh yeah, no,
'Cause-
especially with like Panhellenic or like
Panhellenic. Yeah.
What was it called for the girls?
Philanthropy.
No,
Wait,
philanthropy.
It's
Is
Panhellenic.
Panhellenic?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for the girls, the sororities, the rules were completely different. They're all like,
No, yeah, trust me.
They're
I
more
was about
strict.
to be one of those girls, and I said, no, I'm not paying $2,000 just to be in this and spend a lot of my time
It
and
is.
money.
I think it is more expensive for the
is.
sororities.
For sure.
Yeah.
Fraternities,
For
I
sure.
feel like you get. I feel like you get more bang for your buck. Literally.
Yeah, because then you
pun
guys
intended.
can't get into the parties. If you guys aren't like a frat guy, you guys can't get into the parties. It's like girls only, right?
Yeah.
Don't guys
Well,
have to
no-
pay to get in?
Well, no,
Depends on the party.
That's not where the money is, though. I would say. I'd say for the girls. So the difference is when you're rushing a fraternity, or at least for my fraternity, like when you were a pledge, you were paying for like the actives food and stuff. When you're in a sorority, the actives in the sorority are paying for the pledges food. They're spoiling the shit out of them.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they're spending all the money.
They get
Yeah.
spoiled.
It's the opposite.
And they give them like big gifts too.
Yeah.
To, like the
There's
pledges.
there's
Yep.
gifts every single day of rush for some of these sororities.
Yeah.
Plus, they have nicer houses. They just have super nice houses, and they
Yeah.
have like a den mother and all
sorority
that stuff.
formals are also a lot more formal than like fraternity formals are like a trip somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Sorority
Wear
formals
nice
are like
clothes, go to a venue somewhere.
yes. Well, no. That's sorority formals. So
No,
sorority.
for the formals for the fraternity formals we had, it'd be like, you wear nice clothes, goes to a venue somewhere, like a little nice formal dance. But for girls, it'd be like 10 times bigger at their house with like catering and like all these extra things.
Oh, it must have been different at UC Davis then, because at UCSD, it was the girls always had that same thing. They would rent out a venue and they would have one night, you bring a date, everyone's like super formal. Fraternity formals are like, oh, we're going to Palm Springs for a weekend. We're going to Big Bear for a weekend.
That's how
we're going
was too.
Yeah,
My
Vegas
mistake.
for the weekend.
I didn't mean venue. Like we just go get food somewhere. Like you get dressed nice, we go get food, and then we have a party back at the house.
Oh, I see. Okay. Makes sense.
How did you start YouTube though?
Such a drastic change.
Such a like a full circle.
No, I was waiting for you guys to finish, but I was like, oh no.
We asked him how to start YouTube. He said college, and then we said frat.
Okay.
So how did I start? All right, so I was in college. I wasn't doing much with my major. Therefore, I'm gonna pursue something outside of that. And then I think around my senior year of college is when I had these grand ideas to like, maybe I want to work in video. And I knew I wanted to work for entertainment. Right?
Yeah.
Because I just knew like Asian Americans, it was something like really lacking in the space.
Oh,
100%.
And then I just felt like I was somewhat entertaining growing up. So I'm like, maybe I could add to this, right?
Yeah.
So I applied for BuzzFeed, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think I applied to be an intern somewhere, like for one of the Asian YouTubers. I think it might have been Wong Fu.
Me too. I applied too. Dude, I applied to it too.
That's so funny.
Fucking denied.
It's just okay, me too.
And
maybe JK Films, Fung Bros.
Yeah, and it's crazy. They're like we boys now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't have no. It's no shade. And then I think that summer I also I tried doing some like open mics and like stand up comedy.
Oh,
shit! Yeah,
I'm trying to get into that.
that
too.
shit was like daunting and scary. It's because
Oh, yeah.
to do it in New York and like where
Oh,
everybody
yeah,
is.
that's right. You're from New York. I always
Yeah.
forget. Yeah.
And then also the last, and it took off thankfully is the videos, right? It was the YouTube, Facebook videos, and
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
That's where my first video went off too.
Yeah, if you guys are watching this on TikTok, it's a platform that came.
If you're not familiar,
Yeah, you might think just your aunts and moms use Facebook, but I actually did.
that's another topic. We can
Still
talk about that
Still
after.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude, we'll tell you about that after. Actually.
Yeah, no, please, like add me on Facebook, guys. Go through your
No, they have a whole
profile
program.
pictures.
Bro, they have a
Facebook
whole
Reels program,
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, that shit's
I'm on
like-
it. We can talk about that later.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
But then that's how also I was just like Facebook videos was popping at the time, so I
Yeah.
just like reformatted my YouTube videos into Facebook videos. I
Yeah.
put like the fucking black bars on the top.
Yeah.
And then just uploaded it, and then I think at the time I was doing street interviews, and then I was doing vlogs where I just like talked in front of the camera about relatable shit.
Some Kev Jumba style.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like but it was doing all right. But the street interview stuff, like it really took off at the time. Like I did a lot of relatable topics, like Asian Americans on worst ass whippings growing up, and I would interview people, but then it would be like a conversation about like how we got beat growing up, and it was really relatable though. On
Trauma
Facebook.
bonding.
Yeah, trauma bonding with strangers. You and then I always knew I knew how to edit growing up, because like back in high school. Like, while I was not busy not getting laid, I was spending a lot of time editing Call of Duty montages.
Learning practical skills.
Yeah. So it's like thank God I wasn't getting laid back then, right? It's because now I applied those like Sony Vegas skills onto like editing at the time.
Yeah.
And
now you're getting laid.
Now I am. I am getting laid. And I'm skilled.
And you know how to edit.
And I know how to edit, but I don't even edit anymore. I pay somebody to do the editing for me. So like how the times have.
Good shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, so kids, like just edit. It's, like it is
Moral of the
completely
story,
fine.
edit.
Moral of the story: learn how to edit now, get laid later.
Yeah. I'm still editing, but we're getting to the point of. Wait. That's not to say. Whoa. That's not to say. That is not to say the former's not happening. Okay.
But you can't agree. You're probably getting laid less because you're
Yes.
Working more.
That is true. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Ask any of these guys. I'm up till 5 a.m. almost every night editing.
Yeah.
Like
It's like while back in college at 5 a.m. you might be, deep in some.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could be hitting someone up at like, midnight being like, what you
Exactly.
doing? And then,
Were you?
but instead,
You up?
no, I'm saying now. But instead I'm editing the podcast.
Boom.
Damn.
So,
Adulting.
Adulting at its finest.
Yeah. So,
where was I?
editing.
Editing.
Getting
So-
laid. And then
Yeah,
late
so-
to getting laid.
Right. So
Yeah.
no, but at the time, like it's like I knew how to like piece together a video
Yeah.
because of editing. So like
Yeah.
I chopped it up fairly well. Like
Yeah.
it was a lot of like fast cuts. I know like how to like where the jokes are gonna hit.
Yeah.
And then I just pieced it together nicely to go viral, and then
Yeah.
it took off. Like,
Yeah.
3 months after like I started. I think one Facebook video hit like a million views.
Nice.
Nice.
And then I remember, funny enough, I was at a rave when that happened.
Oh, get out of
Yeah. Funny enough,
You had
I was-
internet connection and you saw that?
No,
At a rave?
I was all the way up in the bleachers.
Okay.
Yeah, I was probably
okay.
closer to the door.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So I had like maybe one bar. and
I
then,
fucking saw that shit.
yeah.
You're like,
and then-
yo, shit, I got 1 million views.
Do you remember which rave?
oh no, this is back in the East Coast, so it's like it's some rant. Oh, was it Marshmallow actually?
Oh.
Yeah. I do remember the
Like,
specific.
he's just like chilling in the back of Izu, finding out he's got 1 million views.
That's sick. Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, yeah, don't sleep on Facebook, dude. That was where my first rave video that went viral.
Yeah.
That's where it was too. 120K. It was like things people say after EDC or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. That was back in 2018 for me.
Yeah, Facebook was pretty like good to me like up until 2018, 2019.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, around that time.
Was that around the same time that you moved to LA?
No, I moved to LA during the pandemic, like summer 2020.
Oh, what got you to
Oh,
move?
nice.
I did a creator house with these other YouTubers, Kelly and Elliot.
Okay.
And then Elliot came to me with the ideas like, oh, what are you doing this summer? I was like, I don't know. Everything's closed.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh yeah, want to get a $20,000 house in LA?
Oh, yeah.
And then I was
Casually.
like, holy shit! Like, how much does each person have to pay? It's like, oh, just $4,000. You just a brand deal could probably cover it.
Wow. One brand deal, a singular brand deal.
I don't know about that, but
Let's go get it.
I mean, on YouTube, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
that's
oh,
true.
true. Yeah,
on
YouTube is different.
is pretty fat.
Yeah.
And
Plus, he had already blown up. We
you guys are on the come up, man. No, you guys
working on it. My shorts just started popping off on YouTube, so
It's fire, bro.
dude, I just started like
posting them for like a year.
Yo, I
Finally.
just scheduled like a YouTube short every single day for the next 2 months. They're at least getting 1,000 to 2,000 views at a time. I'm
Nice.
Like, all right, that's not bad.
And then at one point, one's gonna really take off, and it's
Yeah.
gonna take off the rest of you.
Yeah, I just had
Yeah.
one hit 4 million. Although the comments are not the best, but it's that's how you know that the video's like in the.
Oh no, just
algorithm,
delete the comments, bro. Delete them.
There's a lot of them, Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of them. It's a lot of people who like don't go to raves though, and they're like commenting. They're like, "What the fuck is she wearing?" Because it's like me and another girl who's wearing like a
Is it
rave
Brin?
outfit. No, it's not Brin. It's this other.
I do get
It's
those
this
though.
other.
It sucks. It's terrible.
It's this other EDM creator.
Really,
but-
what do you expect at a festival?
Well, that's
No,
the thing.
they
Is
don't
these,
know.
these
They
people have
don't.
never
Yeah.
been to a festival, so they're
Oh.
like literally one of the top comments is like, "This is why you always make sure you hug your daughters." People like.
Yeah, they call it like fatherless
And they're
activity.
like, and you're just like, what? Like, it's so foreign to us. But I feel like we often just forget how like secluded people like in the middle states are.
East commenting that.
Yeah.
bro.
They don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Like, of
The
course.
it's like the boundary level of comfort is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we often forget because like our boundary levels are very different. We're very comfortable with seeing
Yeah.
this at festivals, raves, whatnot, because
Exactly.
it's our
Even just
normal.
in
California,
LA,
dude.
in California.
Yeah, it's our
Yeah.
normal. Dude,
Yeah.
like you see, like people wearing crop tops out here all the time, but
All
you
the
go
time. That's me.
into the flyover states or somewhere else in
Yeah.
America, they're just like, oh my god, it's a belly
Yeah.
button.
Oh my God,
Go to
it's a
church.
Mhm. No, yeah, I have
It's a cultural difference. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I was gonna say I have a video recently that I uploaded of me getting assaulted, and there's comments of like,
Oh,
look
I
at
saw those.
there's comments.
I saw those.
Dude,
I saw the
they're
comments.
literally
The
saying
comments are disgusting.
Look at this girl video. She deserved it. Look at what she posts. Look at what she's wearing.
Dude,
look at
she was literally wearing gym sweats.
No, but they went back to my old videos of because this was on my second TikTok account that I posted this video, and I have a bunch of rave content on there as well. So they're like, look at this girl's videos. Like, look at what she's posting. Like, why do you think that she doesn't deserve this and all that shit about like a video of literally me getting
clothes
essayed.
aren't consent.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah, it's just because they don't know like rave culture, so they see these videos of me in like a bikini at a rave, and they're like, "Oh, that's why you got assaulted."
Yeah, people love to assume shit.
Wait, what was the? Actually, no. Maybe this is too touchy of a subject.
I mean, it wasn't like that bad, but it was pretty bad. I was walking outside of the Glendale Galleria Mall on Christmas Eve, like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
And from behind me, all from my perspective at the beginning was, I feel someone putting their hands down my pants and trying to pants me. Immediately, I turn around. I don't know why I thought it was someone that I knew for a split second. Yeah. And I turn around. I noticed that I wasn't someone that I knew. So immediately, I start swinging. He starts to run away, and I was like, he is not gonna get away. So I start holding him down so I could get his information, because I was like, this man is not gonna leave without getting the consequences from touching me. And then I also noticed that he was filming. He had his flash on. What? So I was like, I need to get this footage. The Glendale Galleria Mall. Yeah, and I was like, I need to get this footage. I used to work
there. That's
really
creepy, yeah.
Yeah, no, this kid was with like other kids as well. He looked younger than what he was. He was 20 years old. But then a bystander came in and he helped me pin him down so I could get his information. I pulled up my phone, I started recording, and I was recording while I was asking him for his ID. I asked for his phone number, and then I asked to record a video of the video he had, because I didn't want him to have my number. Or I tried to send it to myself, but it didn't even want to send. But then I let him go, but I called the cops because I had all his information already. But like he tried to basically pants me, and he was following me from inside the mall. And I didn't know this. But when I saw the video, I was like, whoa, this kid was literally following me from inside the mall. And all I did, I parked my car, I walked into the mall, and everything was closed. So I was like, fuck, I'm going to leave. I was in the mall for like 3 minutes, and all this happened within the span of like 3 minutes. Yeah.
At crazy. Glendale too. That's crazy.
Yeah, Glendale.
Glendale, come on, man.
No, it's not Glendale.
I know. I'm just joking.
The whole area code sus.
Yeah. He was from LA though. Like his ID said he's from LA, so he wasn't even from the area.
Yeah.
Don't mess with Brin, bro.
I know.
Yeah. She's gonna.
I let out so much anger that night. I was like, pew, 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 pew.
Do you know, like I saw the video too. That kid was crying.
I saw it.
Yeah, she texted us while I was at Christmas dinner, like with my dad's side. Yeah. And then so I had to step out for a moment so I could call her, and then everyone was like, I got back to the table and everyone was like asking me what happened. So I told them the story, and I was like, it's okay though. She beat the shit out of him. They're like, oh, good.
Yeah. I didn't beat the shit out of him, but I did beat him up until I realized this is gonna get nowhere, and he was trying to get away, and I just wanted to.
You were beating him?
A little bit. Yeah.
No, tell him what you said. Tell him what you said.
What do you mean what I said?
Remember, because I asked you, I was like, was he with friends? Like, did he have? And then you said,
oh yeah, I was like, where are your friends now? Did your friends dare you to do this? They're not coming. They're not helping you right now. They're not by your side. You're getting your ass beat by a fucking girl, bitch, man. Yeah. I mean, he wasn't crying. He was crying like. You can hear it in the video.
I've watched the video so many times, and I started like, I already gave her my information.
It's pretty cringe. It's really bad.
This is all online.
Yeah, it's all online. It's like,
Oh, you should put it on TikTok.
We'll show you later. Yeah, it's on my second TikTok.
Yeah. It's don't do that. If your friends dare you to do some shit like that, they're not your friends.
You're so fucking stupid. Like,
just don't touch anyone. Man or woman, do not touch anyone.
Yeah, if you want to get your life ruined, I mean, go for it. But no, don't go for it. But like, don't go.
His life is ruined though, because he's gonna have
his name's out there
as
now.
A sex offender on his name, and he's gonna have to knock on everyone's door when he moves somewhere and say, "Hey, I am a sex offender."
He has to let it. That's what happens. Like everyone.
Is that the law now?
That's the law. I don't know if it's like everywhere in a 300-meter distance of where you live, you have to let them all know you're a sex offender, and not just where you live, where you work, where you like everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, don't pee in public places, by the way, because that will also get you on the sex offender registry.
No. It's not just public.
Or like pee in a park, right?
No, parks and schools.
Right. Parks and schools. Like, do not pee there. Yeah. Because that will get you on the sex offender registry.
If a cop, and here's the thing, and you know what's stupid too? It could be like 2 a.m. Maybe at 2 a.m, you're just drunk as fuck, and you need to take a piss. They'll just get you for sex offender.
Because that's why I always pee.
Yeah.
Be careful now. Be careful now. Don't incriminate yourself right now. Don't do that shit.
It's fine.
At 2 a.m.
My guy, don't do it now.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah, so you don't want to.
Is it just in LA or is it?
No, it's everywhere.
Everywhere.
This is new?
Jamie's like, Dave, I was
I
like,
could do this back in New York. No, but that's like ritual in New York. Like you get drunk, you bar hop, and at like 2 a.m., 1 a.m., you pee on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or there's
well, just make sure it's
see-
not a park or a school.
Or
Yeah.
but you're outside. You're
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Your
if you're
dick's
next
out
to a
and-
school, that's all that matters.
Damn.
Technically speaking, if there's any child nearby, but if you're near a school, it doesn't matter if there's a child nearby.
Yeah, doesn't. Yeah.
So yeah, don't do that. Don't take those risks. It's not worth it. Did you have a question? Oh, Jimmy. I also switching gears a little bit too. I wanted to know. Do you know what I'm going to ask right now?
No, it's just funny. You always say switching gears. I've
I
just
love,
started to
I
notice
love to
that.
switch my gears. Just gonna let that hang for a second. Jimmy, what? So, well, we got a couple questions actually for you from fans who wanted to know who are your 3 favorite porn stars that you've ever worked with. But I also, so I guess let's ask that first. But then I also want to know how you got into working with all of them.
Porn stars?
I want that sound. I want to sample that sound.
In like a dubstep shop?
I think. Oh, this goes back to the pandemic.
Yeah.
So before then, I was always an avid watcher of porn. I never thought I would actually be having porn stars in my videos.
Yeah.
And this was right like a couple months after the pandemic started, and me and my ex broke up at the time. And now that I'm freshly out of a relationship and with a little bit more clout, I feel like, I should do something with this.
Yeah.
Right. So I started shooting my shot at porn stars, and I think at the time, I wasn't shooting my shot. I was some of them I was. Some of them I was just like. Also, I wanted to. I had a like funny little bit for one of my videos. I was doing this NoFap challenge for 30 days, and I wanted a porn star to come in.
Was that because
on
of
the
Larry?
last date? Huh? No. This is like way before I met Larry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And I was doing the 30-day NoFap, and on the last day, I wanted like a porn star to like tempt me into quitting. Right. So I was just pitching the idea to like different, and that's how I first slid into like Violet's DMs.
Yeah, because that's the first person you've worked with from that industry, right?
Yes. I slid into Violet's DMs. I slid into Ray Little Black. I slid in Lulu Chu. I slid in what's her name? Jasmine Gray. I slid in.
I'm nodding my head like I know who some of these people are.
I hate I'm
Yeah.
Avery Black.
I don't know any of these people.
Emily Willis.
You haven't named a single one. Please tell me Autumn Falls.
Autumn Fall. No, I see. I didn't
saw a
get
video
put
with
on
her,
to
so
You know
Autumn
what's
Falls
why?
until-
A lot of the names you just mentioned are
Yeah.
they're Asian looking or are Asian. He don't like Asians, so of course he don't know none of those.
Damn.
I wouldn't say I don't like Asians. It's just not
Name
my
a
preferred
Latina.
type.
Name a Latina.
Oh, yeah,
porn
you
star.
named
Violet Myers. She's Latina.
Violet, I did not know about until I saw your content. To be honest,
Yeah. She's in the Hispanic community. And Violet responded. Also, Lulu Chu responded. Do you know Lulu?
No.
You can say yes. Don't be ashamed.
Yeah.
I think she came onto the
on, man.
scene fairly recently. Yeah. So,
we'll get her on the podcast.
but at the time, I thought,
Let me fix my hair first.
yeah. So Violet responded. She was like, "Oh, this is funny. I'm down."
Yeah.
And then at the top, she's like top 10 now.
Wow.
Back then, she was like just coming up.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, she agreed to do the cameo, and then that's how I first,
Yeah.
I guess, started working with. So fairly wholesome, actually.
Yeah.
Because it's like a cameo for like a NoFap video. It's like a little bit.
Yeah, it's
right?
work related.
Yeah. And at the end, I was like, throughout the video, I was still talking about like the benefits of NoFap, and I was like, this educational type beat. And then, then
educational.
it just led me down this path of just meeting porn stars and just,
Yeah, because you started meeting them through them, right?
through
Like,
Violet.
yeah.
And I think just the videos that with Violet also took off too.
Yeah.
And then I just realized for some reason, and also around the same time, I saw like other YouTubers also work with porn stars. So it was like Mike Malek and like Lana Rose.
Yeah.
And then who else did I see? But yeah, I saw these like fuck, what's her name? Riley Reid started
Okay,
appearing.
that name I know.
I know who that is.
Riley Reid started appearing in, like David Dobrik's vlogs.
Yeah. I think that was the first time I saw a porn star on someone's vlog.
Yeah. So it's like now I'm like, oh, this is like a norm. Like YouTubers just work with porn. I'm like, oh, bet. You know. So when I moved to LA, that's when I met up with Violet, and then we shot another video, and then we just started kicking it together.
Yeah. You and Violet are like pretty close now, right?
Yeah. I like Thanksgiving. I went to her spot and just like just kick it with her family.
So wholesome.
Really wholesome.
Oh, I love that.
I actually bought my like last card from her mom.
Wow.
So me and her mom like just spent like a day together.
Are you guys
like,
besties now? You and her mom?
Yeah. No. She's great.
Yeah. That's awesome.
She's the sweetest woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're very family oriented, and we also just also turn up together. Yeah. Like Violet. Oh man. There was this one. Yeah. Like we went to Arena. I took Violet to Arena. Yeah. So that was
How did that go?
She was like throwing. I mean,
That's to be expected.
Yeah. But yeah. It's a clip of her talking about that on the Down Bad Show. Actually, it's my podcast that you guys should tune in.
Go check out Jimmy's podcast.
Would you take her to
Down
a
Bad
rave
Show.
and like maybe consider her your rave band?
No, that's not her scene.
Maybe like try it, just once,
She's kind of a home. Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah. So. I was collabing with her, and then I came up with the great idea of doing a video with her and a virgin, right? Because
I watched that video.
Because you know my history with virgins. Wait, hold on.
Wait, Jimmy, you better say this real quick
because I was a virgin.
Okay.
You mean you know my history with virginity?
Yes,
that's what you mean. Yeah. Not with virgin.
Oh my god. Singing virginity left and right.
That came out bad. Yeah. I mean, everybody was a virgin.
Yeah.
I was a late virgin. So and because of that, I'm like, there's got to be a lot of virgins out there that just want to, get laid. And it's like a lot of people, after the video, they're like, oh, virginity should be sacred. You should lose it to a girl. Like, no, not everybody think like that. Yeah. Like, no, I wanted to just lose it. Yeah. Like quite frankly. Yeah. Like yes, sex with your partner, with your girlfriend. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's like it's love sex.
Of course.
It's good. It's great.
It's like ideal, but it's not.
Yeah.
You really don't need to. I guess in some cultures it's like it's sacred, but not in ours.
Yeah. I mean, this is reality we're talking about. It doesn't just.
Sex is a physical act, but with the combination of being in a relationship, it does make it better.
Yes.
But
it's not. It don't gotta be your first.
It's not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
Like why are people putting your first on such a high pedestal, especially for
I thought about it, and I think they don't need to be your partner. They just need to be someone you trust. That's it.
I mean, like ideally, yes.
So that you're comfortable. That's it.
Ideally, yes.
Yeah. Ideally, you want the first person you're with to be like, you want it to be a comfortable experience for you.
I would like to, yes.
Wait, it kind of sounds like your first experience wasn't the most comfortable.
Was it just a random?
Yeah, off of Tinder.
Oh!
Did she know?
Fuck no.
So do you still talk to her?
Now she
knows. No.
So how of your life?
She's like, wow, these moves are really interesting. You're just like, is it better when I do it this way?
Do I go left to right?
Oh, the positions?
Yeah, all that stuff. I mean,
oh no, I don't ask questions. I'm just like penis.
You're just like so fixated.
I lost it.
Best 10 seconds of your life. I'm just kidding.
puts it in the only time. Oh,
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Mine was with my high school girlfriend.
Sweetheart?
Yeah. High school sweetheart. Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, I was chopped. So like, I didn't have that luxury. But you know, after that first time though, I started just becoming better with women in general, and then it just like, things just got better.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first time it don't need to be special. I don't even need to trust her.
Yeah, I would say looking back, like on all of like my experiences, like that's not really something that I go to every time that I'm like, oh yeah, this was like so special. Right. It was funny actually because my first time when I lost mine, it was like end of my junior year. My dad was not home. He was still at work or something, and it was like the second to last day of school or something like that for the year. And so my girlfriend at the time like came back with me, and then we like started getting into it, and then all of a sudden, we were just like, all right, are we gonna do this? Are we about to do this right now? We've been like hyping it up for a couple months, like doing other stuff, experimenting and whatever. And then I was just like, oh yeah, like let's do it. And then I realized I don't have any protection, so I had to drive to Walgreens.
Yeah. One moment.
I no, literally, like she's just on the bed. We're just like clothes are off. She's like, all right, well, I'm just gonna wait here. I like speed to Walgreens. I come back and I almost get in an accident.
Oh my God.
On the way back, right? And so I like bust back into the house, and I'm just like, almost got in an accident for these. And then the rest of it was just it was normal.
Was it awkward buying condoms as like a young guy? I can imagine you taking which one? Okay. Handing it to the ladies.
I don't remember which ones I got, but I think I don't think that was at the top of my concern. It was just like I need to get back before my dad gets back, and I'm like, we need to do this because I'm about to lose my virginity.
I like how you waited for the dad to get back, because when I lost my virginity, my ex-boyfriend's parents were still in the living room. And God. We were in his room, to be fair, and like the room was far away from the living room, but like we didn't want to wait for the parents to leave in that moment. So.
Damn.
Yeah.
Real impatient.
Yeah.
Did you wait for protection? Did you?
No, we had protection. Okay. Yeah. I was young. Yeah. He was a little bit older than me. So.
I feel like most people's first time they're gonna use protection.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I still remember the condoms. I got for her condoms.
For her
pleasure.
Oh,
that's so you.
Those are good.
See, here's the thing. It was my first time, so I was like pretty sure I was gonna just bust a nut in 10 seconds. So it was not just for her. It was for me too.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, and that wasn't the first time I bought condoms. I had bought condoms for other people before because like it was no big deal. But when I was buying them for me, that's when it was kind of like nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Because like in my head, I'm like, oh shit, I'm having sex.
You gotta. I don't know if you guys tried lambskin condoms. Those are the best.
What?
I think I have tried those.
Those
before.
are like luxury condoms.
Yeah. I think I have tried those.
Those are like three for $20, bro. Each nut is worth $7. God
damn, you got this down to a science, bro.
Oh God, those are expensive nuts.
That's expensive nuts.
Whereas like regular Trojans, 3 for like $7. Each nut is like $2.50, bro.
Imagine putting a price on your sexual experience.
$7.
Those condoms, you gotta like wash them off and like put it back on. I'm kidding.
Oh, that's why I'm like, fuck the
Save
condom.
money.
I had a homie in high school. He told me he would do that. He would wash the condom out.
No.
And they would use it again.
No.
I had a homie in high school who did that, and like to this day, not pregnant. They've been dating for like 15 years.
They were dating for 15 years. Why do you just not use a condom? Like they're your
because
significant
this is
other.
when we were 15, 16 years old. We're not talking about now. They're adults
You ran out of allowance money.
Like she wasn't on birth control yet.
My high school ex even went on birth control, and we still used protection. We were still
honestly,
and we still had like pregnancy scares. Which looking back on it, I'm like, dude, they weren't even.
Oh, dude,
because we're young and we're like, we're just scared.
Yeah.
We just don't want like,
You actually reminded me of a story. The first time, what do you call it? I had my first pregnancy scare, but only later did I realize, oh, that's just what female mucus looks like. I thought I was wearing a condom. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, it must have leaked, it must have broke, whatever. No, it's just it's just female secretion.
Graphic here.
Female secretion looks the same. I'm like, oh, still got Plan B.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fun fact, not fun fact, but people should know this. Every time you take Plan B, it becomes 50% less effective the next time you use it. Oh, and for the people who don't know what Plan B is, it's if you think you got pregnant and the very next day you take Plan B to like stop that in its tracks.
You ever have unprotected or like you ever nut her by accident, and then she got like, all right, now we gotta get the Plan B, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what this means? I could just hit it raw for the rest of the night, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, that didn't occur in my mind in the
Yeah,
slightest.
100%. No, yeah, you do take
Right?
advantage of the moment.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
efficient.
I'm like, if I know I'm getting Plan B tomorrow, this is inside.
Okay. There was this one time where I needed to get Plan B, and literally every pharmacy was out.
No.
I literally had to go all around town to go find
Why was
one.
everyone getting a plan?
Yeah,
I
why-
don't know.
There's a
But
Plan B
I
shortage.
was like, why are there no fucking Plan Bs? I went
Everyone's
to
having
like
sex that
I went to
night.
like 6 different pharmacies.
Everyone's condoms are breaking. Man.
Bro, like I don't like
Was this here in the valley? Sounds like a valley thing.
It's just like
what's what the kids doing nowadays?
For more information, you have up to 3 days. You have up to
but
3
the
days.
one
Yeah,
that
you wanna
wait
the
till
risk gets like higher.
Absolutely, but like all I'm saying is, if you can't find any Plan B anywhere within like 100-mile radius, you got like 24 hours.
I eventually found one.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine giving up? Word.
What is happening?
Like, shit, I guess
We starting a family. Yes.
Should start calling you sex dad now too. Rave dad, sex dad. You know all this shit about.
No, what do you call it? I told you guys.
Yeah, you wanted to become a sexual therapist.
I
or
studied.
whatever?
I studied to be a sex therapist at one point.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember.
Yeah. So because I just wanted to understand, like, this actually goes to like my parents and Thai people and all that shit. Thai people are very, very. You can't hold hands in public. It's
Yeah.
like taboo.
Really?
Like I had nieces and nephew come here to America, and we visited Disneyland. And you know, like some people are like hugging their girlfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just very wholesome things.
Yeah.
It looks like porn to them. They're like, oh my God, they shouldn't be doing that in public.
Crazy.
And then I learned because of that, I actually started thinking about my parents, and I asked my
Yeah.
mom straight up to like dead ass, how many times do you have sex with dad? I have one brother. She told me I've had sex with your dad twice. My parents are legitimately asexual, like genuinely, legitimately
Okay.
asexual.
Okay.
So, and then it made me kind of like understand and realize why I have like an
Man's a
interest,
disbelief.
an interest in like reproductive, like the reproduction and like sexual education and all that stuff and sex
Yeah.
positivity, because I didn't see that from my parents. Dude, I
Yeah.
never even see my parents kiss. So like the concept of
Crazy.
like, that's, I think personally, I think that's why I didn't lose my virginity till like senior year of college.
Yeah.
Because I was just so like overly respectful to the point where now I'm just like being rude. This girl's coming on to me and I'm like, oh yeah, but I shouldn't touch you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like at that point, it's just like
So the
it's
extreme ends.
inappropriately respectful.
Yeah. Meanwhile, my dad's over here asking me about like, so did you get laid? Yeah.
That's a sick relationship to have with your dad. Like a cool relationship.
Yeah, I feel like it's 50-50, honestly. Sometimes it can get annoying, but
Dude, you're close with your mom too, don't
Very
you talk to her about
close.
this stuff?
not like in detail, but I mean, she knows the general stuff.
I think my mom still thinks I'm a virgin. She doesn't want to believe it unless I date a Thai woman.
Yeah.
She just won't believe it.
Jimmy, do you think your parents think you're a virgin still?
No.
Oh.
not with the videos I
It's not in public.
But for the first like 21 years, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, to
And
be fair,
they
for
did
the
nothing
first-
to help me. They didn't keep me accountable. Like, hey,
Would
son.
they have helped you?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, they wouldn't have really. Yeah.
Not a priority.
No. Yeah. I just realized. Never mind.
Say it.
Okay. No.
Now you have to.
Oh no. I just realized we didn't talk about raves at all.
We're getting there.
Oh, okay.
We got time.
It's,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
transition.
We
Okay,
got
okay.
time. Yeah.
Okay.
We wanted to get
I
to
had a couple stories like queued up.
Oh, yeah.
Before-
Okay.
before the
Actually,
podcast.
yeah. Do you have a crazy rave story that you want to tell us?
Is that one of the queued up stories in your brain?
I had one. I had one queued
Yeah.
up.
Share
Put
it.
it on us. Put it on us.
Play.
So this was EDC 2018, my first EDC ever, right?
Uh-huh.
So And it's funny, Essa took me there.
Oh,
Like, I remember one night I was just with him, like doing lines in the hotel, and
a pre-workout, right?
A pre-workout, yeah. A pre-workout.
yeah,
That's what we. Yeah, that's what,
right.
that's
I'm
what we say
sorry.
on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
That's
you're
good.
fine, you're fine, you're fine.
There were lines of pre-workout.
Yeah, lots of pre-workout.
Yeah.
And it was my first time taking pre-workout.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like lines of pre-workout.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just, I was blown away. I was like, wow, this is like, it just kept me up. Because
Energy boost.
yeah,
The pre-workout does its job.
Yeah.
It was like coconut color too.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's the best one.
Yeah.
But no. So the story actually happens at the last day of EDC, and okay, you guys have like a safe word for like, let's say call them gummy bears.
Wait, what?
You have like a safe word.
No.
We just say pre-workout for everything.
Yeah.
Any.
You could say
any
like
substance.
psychedelic.
Yeah, you can say psychedelic pre-workout.
Horse
You can say-
pre-workout.
Horse
Yeah,
pre-workout.
yeah, we say like
Horse pre-workout.
we use all kinds of stuff.
Did this pre-workout make you tumble? You know.
This pre-workout, it's
You were
it's like
tumbling?
it's in a pill shaped.
You were
Yeah,
tumbling.
you're
It's-
tumbling.
Okay, yeah, I was
Yeah.
tumbling. Oh, I see.
Ah!
Yeah. I was a tumbleweed for 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is so my this is the first time where I've like I was tumbling 3 days in a row.
Mm.
And the first
Shit's
day
rough.
I took one capsule of pre-workout. The second day I took 2 capsules.
Okay.
The third day I took 3.
Yeah.
Bro.
I took 3 on the because it's EDC, right?
Yeah.
I know,
I
but
was-
your brain cells.
Nan, why
Yeah,
are-
but if you're doing that
I
for
know,
3 days,
'cause
you need more on like the second and third day. And
Yes,
not
yes,
that
yes.
you're tolerant, not that you need it, but you're tolerant.
Your tolerance
It's-
is high.
It's because
Yeah.
the serotonin in your body is decreased. You
Right.
need more just to push out something.
Right.
Yeah.
So I started noticing that on day 2. I'm like, oh, I need
More.
another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then day 3, I'm like, oh shit, nah, I need. It's EDC Vegas. It goes from-
You want to go hard.
Yeah, so like
It's your
about
first
like
EDC too.
2 a.m., 3 a.m. I did number 3.
Yeah.
Right, and then this is when I realized maybe like 45 minutes in, an hour in, I realized I needed to pee, but I couldn't.
Where were you in the crowd?
I was.
I've heard about
Like-
this.
Deep in the crowd?
No, I wasn't that deep. No, I got out.
Okay.
Yeah, no. When I felt that, I was like, no, I'm getting
You're
the fuck
saying you
out.
could not physically could not pee.
Yeah,
Oh.
I physically couldn't. Yeah, I went to the urinals and I was just standing over it, just and I was like,
Hello?
it's not like something's contracted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the tip of my.
Yep.
And it's just like, okay, I'm gonna relax. I tried everything to relax, but I couldn't do it.
Yep.
And then I had a rather large amount of pee stored up at this point by like 4 a.m., 5 a.m.
Wow.
Okay.
I had a whole Camelback full of like liquid IV that I just drank, depleted.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, this gotta come out somewhere. If it's not going out here, can it come out my ass? Like, I need this to leave my body. Because like with every like sway, I just feel it. Like just
You're like just in pain.
Yeah.
I started to be in pain.
Oh my
shit.
god.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, bro, I'm trying everything. Like I got like waterfall sounds queued up and just like trying to relax. And it was just not. And then now I'm like, I'm looking outside. It's an hour past, bro. I was inside that urinal for like fucking hour. An hour and a half. I look outside. People are leaving the stadium, and now I get texts from my friends like, "Yo, what the fuck are you?"
Yeah.
And they're already in the parking lot. Now, mind you, EDC, the stadium is it's like inside of like a NASCAR drive.
Yeah.
So it's big.
It's
bro.
big as
Yeah.
fuck.
It's like football stadiums is like where people run.
Yeah.
NASCAR's is where cars drive, bro.
Yeah.
It's big as shit.
big as
So
fuck.
it takes like 45 minutes to an hour to get to the parking
Yep.
lot to walk. So the fact that they're already back at the parking lot texting me this, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Right.
It's time to go.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm walking back now.
You didn't pee?
And
You didn't pee?
I didn't because I just couldn't get it out.
Oh.
Right. Like three capsules of pre-workout in, there's some
Yeah.
side effects.
We've had
Yeah.
a lot of fans actually say this.
Yeah.
that happened
Yeah,
to them.
They
so-
can't pee.
So that as I'm walking out, I look at my phone. It's on like 2%. I don't have like a charger or anything. It's on 2%, and I'm trying to like nav back to the parking lot. And mind you, this is my first time at ED, so I don't know parking lot B, C, D.
And
it's hard to find your car sometimes. If you don't park your car, it's hard to find that
you
shit.
end up like us looking for your car for an hour and walking
past the same car over and over again.
So imagine that with just like a baby inside you.
Yeah,
and like,
cannot imagine that.
And just like
I've seen pregnant women at festivals. It's crazy.
and I'm like I'm seeing the lines in the desert at this point.
Oh,
like,
it's hot.
At 7, yeah. Because like I think this year wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But like 3-4 years ago, it was hot as shit.
Yeah.
And then I just see like lines in the desert. I'm like falling over a little bit. I'm like, I feel like I'm about to faint, bro. And next thing you know, I see my friend, yo, where the fuck are you? We've been waiting over an hour for you. And then boom, phone dies.
No.
Fuck. So, and I'm like, okay, all right. I think I still know where they parked. So I just took a gamble and just started walking towards the vicinity.
Yeah.
And then ultimately, once I got to the parking lot area, I'm like, there's no way they're still here.
Yeah.
There's no way. So my phone dies. They're not here. I need my bladder's about to explode. What do? What do you? Let's play a little multiple choice question. What would you guys do?
I pee as soon as I can.
But see, you can't.
You still can't.
I would
you
ask
still
someone to
can't.
borrow their phone and call my homies.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Medical tent. Whatever,
medical tent, but mind you, right now I'm outside.
You're in the parking lot.
There's no medical tent outside.
Would you start just yelling out their names?
Huh?
Just
yeah. That's the worst answer so far. Yeah, I wouldn't do.
You never know. You never know.
Did you call?
all the people who are like monitoring traffic, they're just like.
They're gonna think you're crazy if you start yelling out names. Like, this guy's still on drugs.
Get him the fuck out of here. Did you call 911? Go to the ER?
No, because this is my first time. I thought calling 911 would get me arrested because I'm doing drugs.
Pre-workout.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah, that was okay.
So yeah, I eventually. I was asking around, like, does anybody have a portable charger?
Yeah.
And, some people ignored me. Obviously, they were, like, coming down. They're like,
Yeah.
get the fuck out away from me. We're just
What do I talk to you?
Plug does not exist in the parking lot.
Yeah. And then a plur, yes.
In the parking lot.
No.
But then, thankfully, there was two couples who a little middle-aged. So I guess a little bit more empathy, I guess. And then they were like, they gave me a portable. And then I started telling him about my situation.
Yeah.
I think they barely, their English was a little broken too.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to, really slow it down. I was like, hey, I can't pee.
Imagine telling a stranger that.
He'd be no work.
It's no work.
I need to go back to the hotel. And... I can't. But I had a portable charger now, right?
Yeah.
And then once I plugged it, I get all the messages. I realized that they're fucking mad at me because they waited so long.
Well, yeah.
And then, but I was also kind of mad at them. I was like,
why'd you leave me?
I could have died.
Yeah. Like, why did they leave you? They should have went back and tried to go find you.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't know how they would have done that. There was no Apple. Yeah.
No Find My.
No,
Find My Friends. Whatever.
iPhone back then. So, maybe a Snapchat Maps? No.
Actually, I'm pretty sure there was Find My Friends. Actually, I'm pretty sure there was Find My Friends.
It just wasn't automatically attached. You'd have to turn it on yourself.
Yeah.
But so now I asked this kind of couple, like, hey, where are you guys staying? Is it in the main strip of Vegas?
Yeah.
If it is, please, can you guys take me there?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, should you go see the doctor? Should we call? I'm like, don't yet.
No. Yeah.
Just try to just take me back first. And then so now I'm in the back seat of their car, holding like a cup over my
just in case.
Yeah, that's smart of you.
Yeah. And then but here's the thing. I was also listening to waterfall sounds too. I'm like, finally, I charged my phone. I could go back to the waterfall sounds to make me relax and pee.
In the back seat?
Yeah, so it was a little awkward, right?
Oh my god.
Wait, you don't want to listen to waterfall sounds in the back seat,
But,
though.
like,
What if you
I
start peeing?
I had the cup.
Yeah. How big is the cup?
It was big enough. It was
a
like
bottle.
it was like a 7-Eleven type.
Okay.
like a
See,
big goal.
that's what that's what I was about to say. Because I'm like,
Okay.
if it's a small cup,
It wasn't
you
like-
know that shit's about to like overflow.
Yeah, it's not like a
we've all been there.
Dasani. Yeah.
We've all been there. A Dasani
yeah.
bottle ain't enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some people can't fit inside the Dasani. Yeah. But it was a 7-Eleven like Slurpee type cup, and then yeah, I'm like, as I'm telling the story, I could just picture myself like just starting peeing little by little
Oh,
you
in the
know,
car?
in the car.
Okay.
That's
In
so
the car.
sweet that they let you do that. They let you guys.
Well, I had to. I had to. Like,
I don't know if they knew.
I don't know if
no, they knew because I
Yeah.
asked for the cup from them.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had it like a cup in his glove department, and I was like,
Wow.
like, please,
Man's prepared.
please.
Man knew that we were gonna pick somebody up who had to pee really bad. Let's keep this big gold cup just
So you
in
just
case.
you just like had it out
Or no, I had it like
the whole.
I had it like cupped underneath,
Mm-hmm.
but I was still like I had the shorts over everything else.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the placement, and then I had the iPhone in one ear, and then like meditation, because I needed to, like, this is life or
Man's
death.
had a full system.
Okay.
Could you imagine being that driver, just watching a man in the back seat, just
Dude. Thank the heavens for them though.
Yeah.
For this wonderful, couple. I don't think they knew what they were like signing themselves up
Yeah,
for.
definitely,
no.
definitely not. Definitely not.
Like, they thought they were just gonna give me a charger.
After they dropped you off,
You get your bar charger. Next thing
know-
you know, you're peeing in the back of their car.
You know-
Like, the fuck?
you know, the wife after that, like after they dropped you off, was like, "Honey, we are never picking up a stranger again."
or better yet, the husband was like, but that was Jimmy.
No. Back then, nobody.
No, but now they
But
probably
now
imagine they see you on YouTube, they're like, "Hey, that's
Oh
the
no,
guy."
I can't be seen. No, I can't be seen like that. It was like, Jimmy, what are you doing? You this down bad? I can't have him see me as in such a vulnerable
Yeah.
spot.
I mean, they already did.
Wait, so
Yeah.
what ended up happening? What ended up?
So finally we pull up to a McDonald's. I got the pee out. and
Okay,
went back to-
nice.
Yeah, and then the next day I did go to the ER because it was like really hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's when the nurse was like, "Okay, so what did you do?"
They're usually pretty good about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
They don't.
They are, and yeah, they gave me some what do you call not
IV?
not liquid IV.
Yeah, the regular.
Yeah, regular IV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No. This is valid. It's a valid question. It's a valid question.
So, that was EDC.
So your friends left.
Yeah.
So they left without you.
They left without me.
Okay.
And I got into a fight with one of the guys
Yeah.
because he was like he was like getting mad at me.
Uh-huh.
You know, like you didn't have to like go off on me like that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'm just like bro, I like fucking.
After you explain your situation,
Like,
especially.
and you ended up in the hospital where they suddenly like, oh.
He had they had more understand. Like one of my good friends, he's like, yeah, man, I wanted to stay, but everybody was like, no,
Yeah.
everybody's tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't blame him. No.
Just sounds like an EDC story.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Sounds like an EDC story.
Yeah, we also had to go to the ER on the
Really?
second day of this last EDC.
A lot of pre-workout.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's comfortable disclosing.
Well, with my story is I ended up adding an orange pre-workout to my concoction that I always do.
Uh-huh.
And
Of the electric vehicle kind.
of the electric vehicle kind.
Yes.
Typically prescribed to people, but I always do take a lot. Especially at this time, I was always taking a lot.
Yeah.
And I kept taking more consistently. And I was used to taking what I was taking at this time, but because I added this extra like oomph,
Right.
it just made me really overthink about my whole experience with my pre-workout. And I was in my own head. My heart was pounding and I was on the floor for a little bit towards the end of the night. And then this man was sick on the floor. So I was like, you know what? Let me breathe. Someone else is sick too.
yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna like
yeah.
take care of him and I will be okay because we're both on the floor sitting. And then he got up because he felt better. And I was like, okay, I'm still not better. So what is going on here? And I was just like really overthinking about I was having a panic attack. I was having an anxiety attack. And I thought I was dying, pretty much.
Oh.
And when I went to the ER, it was basically just a major panic attack with, all the pre-workout that I had in my body, plus an anxiety attack is just a recipe for disaster. But yeah, we went to the ER and it was like 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning, or by the time we got out. Or maybe it was like 7 a.m.
By the time we got out, no, it was like 8:30, 8 or 9 a.m. Because remember we got pho after, and it was like they opened at 11.
I remember sitting in the car, and then we were looking for the pho place.
But pho does rejuvenate
wonders. It does wonders.
Yeah.
It does, but we were running on like maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep from the night before, and we were exhausted. We just wanted to get home and like sleep, and we were also sharing a room with like 6 other people.
Yeah, no, we had a 1-bedroom hotel room.
Oh man, can we talk about some of these like these housing setups?
Oh
my god,
it's like a third world country, bro.
Everyone's sharing the same bathroom. You got someone taking a shower while you're taking a shit.
Like
you're
2
just like
beds, 3 people on the floor, and the floor's gross.
Because there's not enough Airbnbs or hotel space in Las Vegas for all the people that go to EDC.
No,
there's just not enough.
It's not even just that. Like the pricing of these
saving
places
money
is just stupid high.
It's also really fucking expensive as well. You have to have money to be comfortable.
Dude, that's because like the Airbnb system and hotel system and all that, they're super greedy during these weekends. You look at an Airbnb hotel
raise that shit
on
up.
a normal weekend or weekday or whatever, then on a festival weekend, quadruple the pricing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I think we should just all buy a house, finance for a house out there, so we could, we could rent it out during like the year, and then EDC we just utilize it.
Do that in every major city.
And then if we don't use it for one EDC, we could rent it out and up the charge for other people who want to use it.
Do the same thing that's fucking you guys.
Yeah. Wait, we will be just a slight bit cheaper than everyone else, so we 100% will get.
But like our house will be fucking amazing. It's gonna be 2 4 ravers,
it's gonna be in North Las Vegas, because typically all these houses are like towards the strip, which is really fucking far to drive or have an Uber.
And it'll be 2 rooms, not 1.
Yeah, and North Las Vegas is like right next to the strip. It's like up there, so I think it's a good money move. I think we should do
money.
Money.
Well,
you didn't get that.
I know for EDC this year we're trying to get like one of those giant Airbnbs where each person gets their own room. I think we have we're gonna have a squad of like 15.
I will not
probably
be attending.
Yeah, you will.
Why? Oh yeah, school. That's right.
I'll take your spot.
No, graduation.
I'll take your spot.
I did run into you at EDC at main stage. Yes. No, this year. This past year.
Oh.
We were at main stage, and it was literally right before we were waiting for Millennium. And
Really?
it was like during the fireworks.
You said what's up?
I tried to, but you were like, you look so busy.
What?
Busy.
You looked busy.
I was?
like in the head.
Probably.
No.
Like I turned, I was like, oh,
He just
It's-
loves his
it's Jimmy.
millennium.
I feel like
it's Jimmy.
her,
And then
her
the,
eyes are saying
and
that.
then the fireworks happened, and then you kind of just like went somewhere else. I was like, okay, bye.
when you say busy, do you mean like busy or like busy?
I don't know. It was packed. It was before Millennium.
Oh, so
we were
actually
literally,
busy.
we were
Actually
literally
busy.
like freaking
Yeah.
sardines.
I remember
got
now.
you.
It was
The way
with
your
the
eyes were
photo.
like speaking to me right now, I thought you were like, he was like,
I don't know. I'm not going to assume.
No.
No,
I meant like
like
like busy.
Yeah, I was with. No, I think I was just with a group of friends at that time. It was just, very wholesome.
Yeah.
Very wholesome outing with homies. Yeah, Millennium though. That's one of my faves.
Who is your
I
favorite
didn't
though?
get to see
Favorite
him.
artist?
Either Martin Garrix
Okay.
or Axwell and Grosso
Okay.
or
I keep hearing Axwell lately.
or Martin Garrix is probably the one I listen to the most.
Yeah.
And then
You should have seen him at
So
Dream
you
State.
love like big room and progressive
not
house.
At Dream State.
Sorry,
EDC Orlando.
yeah, I don't know the genres. I know the artist names.
Yeah, yeah,
Would you
yeah.
have seen her
Of,
videos?
what your favorite genres are? Do you have an idea of what your favorite genres are?
I don't even know the names, to be
Tell
honest.
us- actually, tell us your top 5 DJs,
And then I'll,
Yeah.
and then she can tell you what
Okay.
genre you like.
Yeah. I like Keizo.
Okay, so dubstep, hardstyle, drum and bass, yeah.
And then I like Martin Garrix and Millennium.
Progressive
Dubstep,
house,
melodic dubstep.
dubstep.
And Axwell.
Progressive, big room.
And then
I feel like you would like trap.
David Guetta.
David Guetta.
Okay.
That's also
David
progressive.
Guetta, he's like future house, future bounce right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, yeah. Current David Guetta or old David
or old
Guetta?
David Guetta.
Not like like when he was making
Oh, so like more EDM pop. Like
Yeah.
this is my
EDM
life.
pop. Yeah.
Progressive house EDM
Yeah.
Yeah, I
pop.
like it when I could sing some shit.
I was about to say,
Okay,
I think,
yeah,
I think you
yeah.
like the melodic, melodic house, melodic progressive.
Yeah, and Keizo's I guess an outlier, but
Yeah.
but you could still sing some shit with Keizo.
That's because
Yeah,
he does all the throwback hard style.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Do you like my boy Zed?
Oh yeah, Zed is
Okay.
in there too. Yeah,
Okay.
Zed is up there.
Dude, I saw this video that still makes me happy. It was like a video of Zed
Mhm.
to his audience, and he wasn't even playing. They were singing back to him because that's how
Yeah.
big the song.
in the
Damn.
Philippines.
Yeah, so it's like people don't go see Zed. Zed goes to see Zed.
That's funny.
Dude, he's playing like 6 shows to close out the year or something.
Wow.
This next year.
Isn't he
Yeah.
always playing in Las Vegas too? He always has
Well,
a
no,
show.
he's flying around. I messaged
Yeah.
him. I was like, dude, you're a madman. He just sent me back the little spiral face emoji. With the, like,
I'm looking forward to when he like slows down because that's when a new album's gonna release. Because right now,
I think that's
It's just
I think that's
he
not
starts every
noise
show
for a
with "Beautiful"
while.
now.
But dude, at that EDC, at this last EDC though in Vegas, he threw down. It was like one of the best sets I've seen from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
amazing.
for a hot minute, I was into RL Grime.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Trap.
That was what I was gonna ask you. I was like, you strike me as someone that would like trap. Like, like you strike me as.
Why, Devin?
I don't know. I just
He gets a trap vibe.
dude.
It's just I just catch a vibe.
Yeah.
But like
He
I
has-
feel like
he
you
has
would
the-
like Troy
He-
Boy, like
He
like
yeah.
RL
he gives the
Grime.
vibe of going to like old school Hard Summer, like before
Yeah.
Insomniac took over.
Yeah.
It was
I don't
your
know what it is,
first,
but-
but it
Rave?
was in New York, right?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
my first one was like Stevie Aoki
Okay.
back in
Ooh.
2015.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was
Party.
playing where?
Damn.
Huh?
He was playing where?
Oh, it was nothing too crazy. It was like some
Yeah.
Little
thing.
show?
Yeah,
Okay.
in like Connecticut. Yeah,
Yeah, wait, cause Jimmy, how old are you again?
I'm 27.
Okay, yeah, we're about the same age. What year did you graduate high school?
High school 2013.
Okay, we're the same year. So
Okay.
yeah, so we started around the same time then.
Yeah.
I started in 2014. You started 2015.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
And I took my first pre-workout at 2016.
Oh, mine was in
Yeah.
2014.
Bro,
It was-
2016.
So,
Yeah.
so you waited
2016.
2 years to do that?
No, 1 year. 1 year.
Oh, 1 year.
One
Okay.
year.
I think I waited like 4 years.
Yeah. Because I had a lot of boys that was into the scene, and they was like, "No, you gotta try this."
Yeah, see, with me it was at my school at UCSD. They have this festival every year called Sun God,
Yeah.
and mine was the guy who got me to join the fraternity. I ended up joining. Was a great guy. He was like 5 years older than me. He was a fifth year. I was a freshman,
Yeah.
and he like walked me through like everything. He had like a whole baggie, and he was like, all right. He's like, because he was like set on. He's like, you got to try this.
Yeah.
This is like it's like a once in a lifetime thing. He's like, just see if you like it. He's like, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna like it. And so he gave me an entire baggie. He was like, you take this at this time, then 30 minutes later you take this, and then like you take this the next day. This is gonna help you sleep. This is like he gave me like 5
In between,
HTP.
you put this up your nose. You
no, that I didn't get there yet. But yeah. So, but I hadn't tried that yet.
Okay.
But yeah, he gave me all that stuff, and then during the festival, during Sun God, I was like starting to tumble. And then I saw him, and I like sprinted to him, and I like jumped on it. I like jumped and like gave him a hug, and I was just like, dude, how long does this last? And he's just like, I don't know, like 4 to 5 hours. I'm like, you promise? And he was like, yeah, dude, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. Dude, my other roommate was like, because me and my other best friend. Okay.
Yeah.
I stepped on her foot really hard because I thought it was the chair.
Really fucking hard.
Me and my other best friend, we were trying it together for the first time, and we were like, there's 2 stages. We were sprinting back and forth across the stages, and my other roommate, who was sober, he had been drinking, but he was like sober because we were running back and forth so much, and he's trying to keep up. Man is covered in sweat, and we're just like, dude, we're like so ready. He's just like, all right, guys, please, just like, can you please like just run slower, like.
No,
best
take this
time,
pre-workout.
Have you
Yes.
have you had a pre-workout experience like that ever since?
No,
Yeah.
that
The
was
first time
It's
is
always
always
the first time.
it was the best. It was the best time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, nothing will ever compare to that. And I'm actually okay with that.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine with that. That's
Like things shouldn't compare to that level.
That's
ever
a
again.
core
I feel
memory.
like if I start again, I would probably hit that.
Probably,
again.
because it's
Yeah.
been so long. Your
Yeah.
body's like fully recovered.
I don't.
You wouldn't need much
Interesting.
either.
Yeah, like maybe a quarter and I'm good.
Wow. Maybe a half.
Excuse me.
Quarter is a little small.
Like a
and
half.
imagine it's just like
Maybe
your
on the
entire-
anniversary of I'm Peaking podcast.
We'll see how we are in bed.
your entire life serotonin just bursts out of you in that one moment.
Yeah.
It's the best.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
'cause
the
it's
first
all-
20 years of
Yeah.
your life.
It's all of it like built up. I mean, that's probably not the way it works, but
It's almost like jerking off.
the first time.
It just explodes.
The euphoria.
That's a great way to explain it.
Honestly,
Actually. Yeah, like
yeah.
an
I can
orgasm.
see that.
I mean, when was the first time you jerked off?
When I was like 12. 12.
Damn.
11, 12.
Okay.
I started early, bro.
How fucking old were you?
I was like 5 or 6, bro.
5?
How did you
Five.
jerk off when you were 5 or
Wait,
6?
how did you?
Don't ask me.
What were you?
Ask God.
What was
How?
the
How?
Wait,
What
okay.
were you watching that
what were
gave you
you-
a
yeah.
awakening?
Nothing.
Nothing?
You're
No,
just-
I would just get. I
Hard?
would. It would just.
You're 5.
No, but
you
it
shouldn't
wouldn't
have
even-
been physically able
No.
to get hard.
I wasn't.
Then you weren't jerking off.
No, but like there was still a sense of like this was before I could even like produce.
no, that doesn't count as jerking off. Then that definitely does not.
Oh no,
like,
it was.
Because like kids play with themselves all the time, like literal children, babies. It's just normal for them to be
Yeah, but
curious.
you could have an orgasm still.
No, you can't.
Yes, you do.
You had one?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm googling this, and then I'm gonna learn and make sure.
And then
Can you imagine
I'm
his
sorry.
search
This
history?
is getting real graphic, but like yeah. And then one year just stuff started coming out, and I was like, is this normal? And I remember because I was like,
Is
I went,
this
I was,
normal?
I went, I was
Did
at
you
my,
report back to the homies? Like,
no, I
Yo, you
asked
guys-
I asked my dad.
No.
No, but he knew like
That's
he
why
knew.
your relationship was so close because you started so
You started-
young.
That's not
Devin-
why.
is your dad white?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. All right. So, yeah.
But my mom is Asian.
yeah, I
And
can't
she's-
imagine having that conversation with Asian parents, bro.
Yeah.
No, my mom is actually the less strict one. She's
Right. But just the comfortability of talking about certain topics.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Right.
But like when I mean, I've talked to my mom about it, and they were like, "Yeah, like you started like playing with yourself like super young," and I was just like, "Oh, well." Like they were like, "We noticed."
When did you first like watch your first piece of like erotic?
I have a funny story. Wow, we're getting real vulnerable here. So
Sure.
yeah, that was in
Oh my god, it starts as early as 2 years old.
Ah!
5th. Yeah,
It's extremely uncommon, but apparently
Wow.
mine wasn't 2, but it was like I was like,
no. Before 9 years old is extremely uncommon.
oh well, there you go. I'm an outlier.
Wow.
So I think it was like 5th or 6th grade was when I started like because it's around the time I got a laptop. I got my first laptop, and so I had a laptop. And I'm pretty sure this is how I ended up getting a virus on my laptop at some point, which ended up wiping my laptop. But there was a website that I would always go to. I also didn't know how to use incognito mode. I didn't know how to delete my search history. I didn't know any of that.
You don't even need to at that point.
I mean, yeah.
Were you
because-
using a family computer?
No, it was mine.
Okay.
okay.
It was mine, but like
I used a family
it was
computer.
supposed to only be for like work or school, like schoolwork,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Schoolwork related, or like I would play like a couple games on there. Like I played like Roller Coaster Tycoon on it and stuff like that.
Clue finders,
Yeah, exactly.
RuneScape.
But no, I wasn't allowed to play any of that stuff. But so anyways, I would sneak onto this website. I forget what it was called, but it was a boobies website.
Boobies.
And I would go. I would go on this website, and it wasn't even porn. It wasn't even porn. It was like it was just like it was. I don't.
You type boobs on Google?
No. I think it was like boobies.com or something like that.
That's what you said.
I doubt it exists still, but it was like actually a really interactive site for the time. Like we're talking like this is back in 2006,
I'm curious now.
2007,
right?
Like really early on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like one of those interactive sites where you like hover your mouse like over like the door opens and it's just like this girl there standing, and you can tell like they probably green screen, but like a lot of work went into this website, I'm sure. And so
Devin,
what?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, good. At least I'm not the only one.
I've seen that website. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Anyways, I was doing this for a couple months, and then I think my dad found out or something. Like he like ended up discovering, or either that or like he came in on me one time when I was on. I think that was what happened. I think he caught me one time. And then we had to have like an intervention. What? And I was like crying my eyes out because I felt like I had just done the worst thing in the world. Like I was literally just like, and I was like in Boy Scouts at the time, so I'm like, I'm supposed to be a Boy Scout, and I'm like doing this and like all this shit. And then they were like stern with me, but they were also like, it's okay, like it's part of like growing
the journey
up and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
some better websites for you actually.
No, they told me to stay off. They told me to like stay off all of that and stuff. So I had to go back to using my imagination for a little while. And then I think when I got to high school that's when I started like going, or middle school is when I started going like a little more into the actual porn. Yeah. And then I don't really use it like these days, but I mean,
right, sure, yeah.
Sure, yeah. Don't hear no more.
Huh?
What?
Excuse me?
I have a problem.
You have a problem?
What's your problem?
What is
Okay, never mind.
No.
I want to know your
Do not
problem.
say that and don't say anything.
Yeah, you can't be doing that to us,
Bro,
Jimmy.
You got like
you
a
can't do
legitimate
that.
porn problem.
No. I started NoFap again, like for 90 days this time.
Okay.
But around 45 days in, I relapsed, and then I'm like,
terminology.
like why?
Oh.
Why am I doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could just fap sometimes. Yeah.
That's how I treat it. Yeah, because I also did NoFap for about a month. I think around the same time, like a month and a half. And I tried it, and I was like, okay, now I know what this is like.
Yeah, I'm good off of this.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't feel like I need to live my life this way, but like I could do it so that's like, okay, like, you know, it's every once in a while. Like,
yeah,
I feel like
you need to pick me up.
Yeah, you need a stress relief.
Yeah.
You know, it's like yeah. So
there's waves. There's waves of when like you do it frequently, and then there are waves when you don't do it frequently.
yeah, and NoFap also just means that you can't pleasure yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Or is it?
There's also semen retention, right? Which is like you don't release at all. Which I'm sure you don't do.
No.
So there's that. Yeah, I did 45 days. No, like.
Why'd you sound like Saint there for a second? So like that was the difference. Is like I did NoFap, but I didn't do the semen retention.
You gotta do that one, bro, because you could actually see like how much energy you have right in those little children of yours.
Okay.
No, or don't. You know what I'm saying? or just, you know, yeah.
I was gonna make a joke that was honestly it would just be too inappropriate for the for the podcast right
Why?
now. So.
What?
Say it right now and bleep it
Dark
out.
humor. It's dark humor. I can already see it coming.
No, I don't want to bleep it out because that's more work for me. But well, I noticed that when I go a while without it, the pressure, the velocity
of the
is
pipes.
is a lot faster.
Yeah.
Than say when
Interesting.
So you go from nutting to busting a nut.
I never said that.
He did. It's okay.
It's a fireman's fire hose versus like a garden hose. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
I just rather have sex. Yeah.
So you would
I just rather would have sex. Yeah.
I would rather too.
He starts crying.
Don't always have that option.
Have you done it with someone like a Rave Bae? Like, have you taken?
Fuck the Rave Bae?
Yeah, like taking a Rave Bae home.
Taking a Rave Bae home.
No, so okay, so here's the thing, right? Here's my hypothesis on like, you know, bagging a Rave Bae. Right. I've like done like makeouts and you know done extracurriculars.
Yeah.
But no, I've never taken one home, and I don't know why. Looking back on it,
Why?
It's just
It's hard
because I think
Yeah.
the dynamics of it is really hard because they probably, if they're not weird, they obviously came with a friend group,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it's like if you met her there, obviously she's gonna go back with her friend
Yep.
group.
Yeah,
that's
it's
true.
valid.
So-
Circumstances they never really allow for it.
Yeah, like it'll happen like maybe a couple days after we might link up, but like on that actual day of,
Yeah.
it's you gotta find a really
Yeah.
horny motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. They have to be like really into you. I feel like to do that. And if they're only like partially into you, then I think generally they're gonna be like, I'm gonna go back with my
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah. And I feel like if they're into you that much, like off of, it's just like,
It's off of one day.
Yeah.
Not even a day, like 10 hours.
Off the
8
pre-workout.
hours.
Yeah, that too.
might be some red flags there, but
Yeah. I see your point. I see
Yeah,
your
oh no,
point.
hella red flags.
Yeah.
If someone
Yeah.
comes home with you on day
yeah,
one.
and I feel like for me too, it's like I've the better option would be to bring somebody, a Rave Bae, to the
Okay.
actual
Yeah.
rave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that's just the most optimal
Yeah.
way
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like
Like it should be someone in your group or something.
someone
like
in your
that.
Or
group,
you
or even like a
met.
new person.
Yeah,
that
I mean
you
that's
kinda-
if you're trying to hook up with your Rave Bae, because
Yeah.
like honestly speaking, like I speak from my own experiences. Just having the Rave Bae experience at the festival is already pretty great.
What
like,
do you mean?
Like I don't need to take somebody home. Like if I get the whole like makeout experience
Right,
and
right,
being
right.
like vibe here at the festival, like no, we're not gonna fuck here because it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Right, you could just go home and jerk off.
But I mean, I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Like I'd much rather go home with somebody. But if that's not in the cards, at least having a Rave Bae.
Okay,
nice.
fair.
Yeah, this is really
Okay.
interesting though because I've always thought that too. I've always thought like in my earlier years of raving, I noticed I'm like, damn, it's really hard to like bag like to actually bring home a Rave Bae,
Yeah.
right? And I remember thinking like, why is that? And it's honestly just because of like all those factors. Like there's so many factors that go into it, and I remember like coming to the conclusion that I was just like, honestly, it's probably because so many of these people who are actually getting it at the rave, they came with each other.
Yeah.
Or like they actually like were already in the groups.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it does happen. Like, you know, like I've definitely like made out with like someone that I met that day, like at a rave before,
Yeah.
right? But like seldom does it happen where you actually bring them
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
And
Because then you got to figure out how to get them back to
even when
their
you
spot.
try,
Yeah.
Or you have to get back to yours.
Yeah, I had a situation where it was like, oh, both of us wanted that, but then it was like,
Like,
dude, there was just
logistically,
no
it's
way.
just-
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
not realistic.
I
you
mean,
know?
honestly, you could even take this back to like, I don't want to say all of hookup culture, but just generally with like dating, going to clubs,
Yeah.
parties,
Well, the
whatnot.
clubs
like,
is easier because people are more willing to go home with you at a club.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
also
because I was gonna say this. I was gonna
LA
say this.
hookup
You're
culture.
also going home.
I was gonna say
You're
this
going
too.
home.
I was
You're
gonna
not
say.
going-
I was
Yeah.
also gonna say this too. Just smaller shows that are nearby. The issue is going to a festival
just
that's
too
away
much
from
going
home.
It's so
on.
far.
Yeah,
exactly.
unless you have a
But, like,
house.
Because some
Exactly.
people are like
Own-
out of state and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
too.
But like if you're going to like the local like Palladium here in Los Angeles, generally speaking,
Oh, yeah.
everyone lives nearby, and
Yeah.
they can be like, hey,
There's a bigger danger factor for the girl, I think.
Yeah.
For them to just like dip out.
Yeah.
Compared to if they're local,
yeah.
right? But no,
Because they can Uber home. They can
Look,
Uber
look,
home, or
look.
you can drive them back, whatever.
But back to your point though, it's not always about pulling, right? Sometimes it's just about a good makeout.
Yeah.
And some good grinds.
Yeah.
How do you normally like approach a girl so like
At a
be
rave?
a Rave Bae?
Good grinds, good times.
Yeah. like what's like your
What's
like your-
write that down. Good grinds, good times.
Write it down.
I think my approach now will probably be a little different from how I approach it back then. Back then it was like I was kind of too pussy to like talk to
Yeah.
I'd have my like lady friend, yo, can you like
wing woman?
like introduce me, right?
Have you met
then,
Jimmy?
And then she would go approach and then make the introduction. But then slowly I started building up my own Rizz,
Yeah.
right? And then I just started like shooting.
Yeah, women like it when you go up to them personally.
Yeah.
Right. And
But
then
don't be creepy.
and then I started doing it too much, and I got a little out of pocket at one point.
okay.
Where I was like, oh, you came with him? Oh wait, is he a man's though?
Oh my god.
Red flag, red.
Dude, no, honestly though, I feel like that's actually really common. If you have like a lot of Rizz and you keep getting like one
Because you
success
just
after
have so
one
much
after
confidence. You're like,
Yeah.
I can do whatever the fuck
like exactly.
I want.
It takes
And then you got that pre-workout in you.
Yeah.
too.
It's like,
Makes
you need to
feel
like take a step
that
back.
liquid courage, that
Yeah.
pre-workout courage.
Yeah.
But then she hit me with something like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I was like, oh, never
Let
mind.
me show you.
It's like, oh shit, that's right. I can't do that.
And then you got the whole, and then all of a sudden you got the whole squad of dudes just start hovering.
No.
Oh shit.
No.
My bad.
Next.
Yeah, my bad.
But then yeah, you realize like raves is like a numbers game. So like how approach I still like, you know, you got to kind of take a look at the perimeter, right?
Yeah.
All right. It's like, okay, so you don't want to go to the group with like a whole bunch of girl, unless your Rizz is that is just that unstoppable.
I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's approachable.
I think that's possible.
Okay, but
if-
sometimes like if you go to a group with just girls, they're not gonna let you
That's true.
get to that girl.
Dude,
They're like
that's
stranger danger.
Yeah.
Like no.
That's
Yeah.
true.
If you
Yeah.
see a group of, let's say, 2 girls and like 6 shirtless big guys behind them, would you approach those girls?
Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie. Now I would approach anybody.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
give a fuck. But back then, I
W
would be.
mindset.
But then you also see like which one has a higher probability of them being friendly and open
Okay.
to talking back. And usually, you know, it's the group with like an even ratio.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
maybe like a smaller group of
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
You know, rather than a big group.
Do you have like
So-
conversation with them first, or do you just
mean-
be like, you want to dance?
Yeah, what's the game too?
Yo, ma, what's your number?
All right, so like back in the day, it depends on the setting, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's like nighttime and like, you know, it's just like everybody's already like tumbling pretty hard.
Yeah.
And you know, then maybe you could just like no talking, just a little bit of like Rizz of like and nonverbal
not wrong.
Rizz.
He's
But
not wrong.
consent first.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Of course,
Thank
of course.
you, yes,
You
yes.
hold out you hold out your hand.
Would you like to dance?
We
Yeah.
talked about this before. Body language.
Body
Yeah.
language. When you keep
Body
making that eye
language.
contact
Yeah.
over and over again, get closer and just like
Yeah, that's it. That's all you need.
Yeah,
right?
you vibe with them first, and then when you catch a vibe,
Yeah.
that's when
That's
when
it.
you can
Dude,
say
I feel
something.
like it don't really work in the daytime. The
No,
daytime is a
no.
little bit more conversations.
yeah.
Yeah.
because people are more sober.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Let's
exactly,
be real. Like here,
exactly.
like when you're trying to find a Rave Bae at night, you just want someone to dance with. So like,
Yeah.
look for the vibe. Like, does it look like we got good dance chemistry? Great, we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Let's dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get catfish midway though. It's like
yeah.
it's like you
Did
think
we talk about this?
it's like you think they attracted, but then you know the beat drops, the lasers hit. I was like, oh wait a second. Oh wait a minute. Never mind.
Yeah.
Abort.
Happened to me. Yeah, my second festival nocturnal. Yeah, have that happen to me. Yep. I didn't find out till months later though, because she came over to like my apartment when my second year of college, and then I was like, I didn't even recognize. I was like, this is.
Oh, you told
I
me
was
this
like,
story.
bro, there's no way this
No,
is
he
the
said
same
on the
person.
podcast.
I did. I said it, yeah, on one of the episodes. I was like, ain't no way this is the same
Ain't
person.
no way.
I was like, what the fuck?
And like girls, like you know, they get ready really like well for raves. Like they look good. They come in lingerie.
yeah,
I'm like,
I think I was just not there.
yeah.
I think that probably had a lot to do with it. Martin Garrix was playing. I was like, dude, I'm like having the best time.
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention to that. You
Yeah.
know? But yeah, I feel like compliments, though, generally, if you do it in a non-creepy way,
Yeah.
compliments are like a great way to
I like
open
your
up that gateway.
vibe.
Yeah, I like, or like, yeah, even I like your outfit.
I like your
or
smile. I like your smile.
Yeah,
Oh,
honestly,
yeah.
like,
I like your
I just say like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, you're really pretty. And that's it.
Oh.
And I just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Like you just
I
leave
can-
it at that, and they say thank you, and I'm like, if that's it, then that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fine with that.
Yeah.
you
I
know?
can actually attest to that one because I've been there when he said that to people. He's like, I just want to let you know I find you very attractive. He says it exactly like that too.
Yeah.
It's slap. It really
Yeah.
do.
A girl came up and did that to me, and I was just like my heart is just like,
I'm
you know?
touched.
Still thinking
Yeah.
about it 3 years later.
No, for real.
No, she actually, dude, that girl actually commented on the one because I said it on
Yeah, wait.
It was like
She
our
saw
third
it?
episode.
She saw it?
Yeah, she literally commented on TikTok. She's like, I was that girl that came up to you like that, and I was just like, good shit, good shit.
Did you follow up? Like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
I think I followed her.
Like,
back.
what's good?
Yeah.
People like followed up as in like message her.
Oh no, this was a long time ago.
Oh.
This was at the first EDC we went to. It was in October 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big problem that I face whenever I find a Rave Bae is whenever it's a girl, I be vibing with them, and the next thing you know, they have a boyfriend. Next thing you know, they tell me, "Oh, I'm like,
oh wait, what's wrong with the boy? Hold on, the boyfriend might be cool with like two girls.
But yes, but also like she would just be telling me, "Oh, I'm curious. I don't know if my man's like into that. I was just vibing." So it's like
no hurt in asking.
They don't want to.
If I was a man, I'm like, hold on. There's 2 shows now.
So, but trust me, I love that. I love doing that, and I love sharing. But a lot of the time, the girls really don't want to share, and they just want to have a little fun and dance with another girl and leave it at that, and then it just leaves me hanging in the dust.
Aww.
You know? Yeah. That's why like it's really hard for me to go up to women because I try and I vibe, and then it's just like a vibe that dies.
Yeah. Would you say you approach more women than men?
Yeah, I'm more comfortable with that. At least at a rave.
How do you detect when a guy is not creepy? When he hits you with, "Oh, hey, I think you're pretty."
I'll just say thank you, and I'll see how he reacts to it. If he like wants to continue the conversation, but if a man typically comes up to me and tries to dance with me without asking me or without like giving me the eyes, then I'll think he's weird and he's a creep. But I'll always give a man a chance, to have a conversation with them. And if it's at night, if we're all fucked up, then I feel like I'm a little bit more weary with like who I'm vibing with.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna read the room most of the time and see how it goes.
I feel like when you do give that compliment, generally the next like course of action is you just wait. For me, it's like I would wait to see what the girl is going to do next, and like those signs could be like something as subtle as like they're like inching. Now they're purposefully being around you, because if they go back to like where they were, then it's like, okay, they're not interested, which is fine, right? I give the compliment, but like I'm totally fine with it just being at that. But like if they're hanging around you or they return the compliment or something like that, I feel like generally it's they hang around you. And then that's kind of like my sign of like, okay, they want me to keep talking to them.
Yeah, because sometimes a woman would want you to keep talking to them. Because sometimes I'm feeling bold and I'm like, oh, he thinks I'm cute. Let me get at this. But sometimes I'm not feeling that bold. Yeah. And I'm just going to like take the compliment and see if he wants to do anything else other than give me a compliment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But if they don't want it, then they'll make it clear that they don't by like, not being around you purposefully. But
yeah, and people will say something like, girls will be like, oh, I'm not interested. Like girls will actually say I'm not interested, or they'll say I have a boyfriend, or I say I have a girlfriend if I'm not interested in a man, just so he already knows, like, just don't even try.
Right. Yeah. I think I said this on my podcast, but one time I made out with this girl in front of my ex. Yeah.
Wait, were you still together at that time?
Yeah, we were together.
Jimmy.
No. It was because like she dared me.
That's different.
Okay. That's a fun, healthy relationship.
No, definitely not healthy. No, definitely not healthy.
Okay.
Wait, why did she dare you in the first place?
To kind of like test me.
Oh, that's not okay. That's never mind. If it's dare because it's like you guys have that fun, like communicative relationship.
But she was doing it. She was like testing.
That's toxic.
That's toxic.
Yeah. She was testing me, and at first I was like, "Babe, I don't want to do this. You sure? Like this is gonna turn you on?"
She kept like pushing you to do it.
Yeah, she was like,
"Okay, then what the fuck?"
Dude, no, that's
pussy. Yeah, you won't. You can't make out.
That's manipulation.
Herself.
Yeah, no, that's actual toxic.
She
That's
put
actually
that on herself.
That's on herself.
Yeah, look, it don't matter. It was our little thing at the time, and then I didn't think I could do it though.
But you did.
I did.
But you did.
That's the crazy.
Yeah,
I
but,
did
like,
it to a girl. She pointed out.
Hey,
I think it's just you.
My girlfriend wants me to make out with you.
My girlfriend's into this. She wants to watch.
You just wanted to like prove her wrong. You're like, I'm not a pussy. I'm gonna fucking do it.
Yeah, but that's manipulation.
That's manipulation. Because now she has something to get mad at you about.
Yeah.
If it's not something that's okay, then she just.
It's like the fuck you told me to do it. I did it.
I'm sorry you went through that.
Yeah.
No. It was a good makeout. It was a good one. Yeah, and thank you to the girl who made my ego skyrocket. That like she was just like, what would I say? Like it was something along the lines of what you said. It was just like, oh, I think you're very pretty. Yeah. And yeah, before you go back to your friends, I want to share a kiss with you or something like that. Yeah.
That shit works.
Yeah, no, yeah. Sometimes when I'm really drunk with my girls, it's very rarely we just like to end the night. We just start making out with people and like.
Can confirm.
Can confirm, yeah.
Can confirm.
Yeah, this is a Holly, Emily, Clancy thing. We all like me and my homegirls. We all just like to make out with people.
You just go up to.
No one go up to him and be like, I don't know how we do it. We're just really fucking drunk and we just start
It's
making
the
out with
liquid
people.
courage.
Yeah.
I've been there. We've seen this happen. They just start making out with like.
I think you just go like you're just like like you just get closer to their face.
Sometimes I ask them like, you want to make out? And they're like, okay. And I'd be like, yeah. And then one time I did a three-way kiss with me, my friend Holly, and then another guy, and he kept wanting more. And Holly gave her number. I don't know why she did that, but he was like, you wanted more. He was like, I want more of his three-way action. But like, we were just having fun. We were just kissing. We just wanted to do like a three-way kiss, you know?
Yeah, but like any guy who has two girls making out with him right now, he's gonna try to keep it going.
Yeah.
You know, like that's just probably not gonna happen
like
anytime
waiting
soon
for his friends to come.
ever
He's
again.
like,
He's like,
guys,
I need to
Look
keep
what we
this-
got here.
I need to keep this going. I can't lose this.
Guys, take a video.
Yeah, but it's fun. Nah, it's a fun thing to do. It's a fun drunk thing.
Damn.
I just had a thought. I just had a thought. I want to just like say to like those group of girls that are out there, because like I agree with Brin. Like I have a better shot when it's like an even ratio of girls and guys with like getting a Rave Bae and whatnot.
Yeah.
But there's this one girl that I was dating a couple years ago. She was my Rave Bae and whatnot. I met her friends, and I guess they forgot I was with her. Or some shit, because when I was dancing with her, they came and one of them was a bitch about it. I was like, hey, get the fuck away from my friend. I'm like, I'm literally dating this girl.
Oh, what the fuck?
I'm literally dating this girl. Well, like, why just be at least nicer? Because like, that left a bad taste in my mouth with that person ever since. And like, I fucking see her every once in a while still.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, dude, you didn't have to be a bitch to me like off the bat.
Yeah, first of all, like we don't appreciate like cock blocks. Not to that extent. Right?
Yeah.
Like, look, I understand you looking after your homegirl.
Yeah.
But if she's like aware of her
She's clearly enjoying herself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like leave her be. Leave us be.
Yeah.
Go find your own.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
plus, you don't gotta like fucking emasculate
Like
a man.
I will put you,
You
onto
know,
my boy,
like-
but you're not
Yeah,
even.
like you don't need to embarrass the guy by like ripping him a new one in front of like everybody. Like, bruh. Just be nicer, please. Can people just be nice? Like,
Sorry that happened to you, man.
I feel like those are the people who like feel like they have something to prove. And they like especially want to prove to their friend that like this is like I'm protective of you.
yeah,
You know,
100%.
It's like, dude,
100%.
you can be protective in a way that's not like
There's
rude
boundaries,
to other people.
yeah.
You know.
So yeah, no, as soon as she found out, I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And she tried to like pull all that. I'm like,
Yeah, no.
No, I'm
You already
sorry.
made your
You've already
impression.
made your impression.
Bye.
Yeah.
I like the friends that sometimes be helping out. It's like, oh, let me get, and maybe I'll be like, here, grab my number, grab my Instagram. You know, if anything happens, you know, text me, call me.
Yeah.
I'll call you. You know,
Yeah.
make sure I'll take care of her. You know, it's just like you gotta, you know, just kind of give that impression that they have a friend.
Yeah.
Right there, just give off like safety.
yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, that's the most important thing. So.
Yeah.
Damn, we are out of time, and
Aw.
that flew by.
Fuck,
We're gonna have you on again for sure
Well, it's been
because
fun, guys.
holy shit,
That
dude!
was so fun.
I like kept looking back, and the time kept going
I
up
know,
by
I was like,
like, so
30
much. I'm
minutes.
like, holy shit, we've been talking for this long. Shit, Jimmy, thank you for fucking coming on today.
Thank you.
Before we go,
Plug yourself.
Oh yeah. Tell people what you got going on right now, what you want to promote.
Yeah,
like,
no,
anything
just
Party Central.
check out my podcast, Down
Dropping
Bad
that
Show.
new EP, that new single.
That new pod, that new pod coming out on the Down Bad Show. Check that out. Yeah.
What platforms is it available on other than YouTube? and
YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and TikTok. You probably see the TikTok
Yeah,
clips.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
there you go.
And then your personal
Yeah, do you have
socials
any other?
too?
Yeah,
No, just follow my podcast.
Okay.
Just my podcast.
He said my
Okay.
personal
Yeah.
already. I got it.
I got a million subscribers on my YouTube. Whatever.
Jimba Slice on
All platforms.
Instagram,
On all the platforms.
and Jimmy Zhang,
Jimmy Zhang on YouTube.
Yeah, why is it Jimba Slice again? By the way,
Oh,
I think so.
yeah.
just cause.
Yeah, but like my first username was Yellow Mama 95.
That's an upgrade. That's
Beats, dude, mine was like Nand are cool. Like it doesn't get
Yeah,
better.
mine were even worse. It's okay. Mine was like I was like really into tech decks at the time, and I had a Dark Star tech deck, so
Yeah.
I named myself Dark Star Kid 888.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fucking
We
loser.
don't need to go. I've heard those, bro. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been episode 11 of the I'm Peaking podcast. Again, I'm Devin.
I'm Mickie.
I'm Nand.
I'm Brin.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks. We have a very, special guest coming on next time.
Also, Happy New Year. It's the New Year now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it was the new year in the last episode.
Still, it's the New Year.
Yeah, the new year hasn't happened yet. 2023. We're actually time traveling right now. So, but yeah, definitely tune in to the next one. You guys are really going to like it.
Yeah.
So.
And again, as we always say, comment, subscribe, do the whole thing. Again, loving when people share on their story of like you doing your work or whatever.
Yeah.
And then on another screen,
it.
it's us like just our podcast doing.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what we want. We want to be in the same room as you guys, just like hanging out and talking.
Yeah, we also love hearing your guys' stories too, and thank you guys for leaving your suggestions for topics and stuff. Keep leaving them.
Ask questions.
We do read them.
Oh, we got our first supporter on Anchor, so I want to say thank you to the
Oh
boy.
yeah. If you guys are looking for more ways to support us, you can go to our Anchor and subscribe. We're also thinking of doing IG subscriptions and stuff soon. So again, let us know if you guys would like to see more from us. Let us know, and we will set that up for you guys. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Toodles.
Toodaloo.